Hello, I'm Jerry Fort. Gonna do my last bag of Uglies chips. This is an interesting company. They were the first to send me some chips recently, past couple months, whatever. So I wanted to get theirs finished up and do this one first. This is their barbecue flavored. Got a little potato here with a cowboy hat and some pistols. He's getting ready to draw on us here. It says reducing waste and helping fight hunger. So what they do is, I think I got all my information out here. They take they go to farmers and potato places, facilities or whatever, and a lot of potato chip companies don't buy up the imperfect chips. They just want the perfect potatoes. Did I say chips? They don't use. Let me back up. I'm getting all flustered here. It's hot out here. It is hot. They go to potato manufacturers. Manufacturers, is that the right word? I don't know. Facilities. To go to places where they grow potatoes, and a lot of companies don't use the imperfect ones, but Uglies, they go and they get the ones that are not shaped right. They're either way too big, way too small, whatever, and they buy them from the farmers, supporting the farmers. The farmers don't lose money that way. So they make extra money for their farming, and so some of the proceeds go to fighting hunger. So pretty cool. So let's get into this. Let's go ahead and get into this, and then I'll read a little bit. What's it say on the back? Taking a stand against food waste, one potato at a time. What makes Uglies better? It's not easy being ugly, but our lacking in the looks department is more than made up for in taste. Uglies kettle chips are crafted from potatoes with slight imperfections. Some of us may have browner edges, and some of us may be darker than kettle chips with less character, but beauty is in the eye of the chip holder. A little rough around the edges, Uglies are more than a great taste and snack. We support farmers, reduce waste, and fight hunger. So it says, yeah, I think I might have this written on my paper too. We support farmers. 26% of U.S. produce gets discarded for cosmetic reasons. Uglies kettle chips are crafted in small batches using potatoes that might otherwise be discarded, and by making Uglies, we're helping farmers. We reduce food waste. 30% of all food produced globally is wasted. When it comes to taste and flavor, there's nothing wrong with the potatoes used to make Uglies, and by making our delicious kettle chips, we're reducing waste. And we fight hunger. 20% of the world's children under age 5 are undernourished. 10% of all profits of Uglies kettle chips are donated to Viva Kids, a Pennsylvania charitable organization dedicated to breaking the cycle of global poverty. Okay, so the nutrition facts are: there's 140 calories per 14 chips, if I got that right. Total fat 8 grams, saturated fat 1 gram, sodium 160 milligrams, total carbs is 17 grams, dietary fiber 1 gram, total sugars 2 grams, includes 2 grams added sugars, protein 1 gram, calcium 10 milligrams, iron 0.5 milligrams, potassium 370 milligrams. The ingredients say potatoes, vegetable oil, safflower oil and or sunflower oil, sugar, dextrose, sea salt, onion powder, molasses, maltodextrin, some paprika extract, tomato powder, garlic powder, yeast extract, some spices, smoke flavor, paprika, and citric acid. Contains both upcycled and non-upcycled potatoes. This product manufactured in a nut-free facility. These are manufactured by Diefenbach's potato chips. This is a Diefenbach's product. Okay. They're out of Womelsdorf, Pennsylvania. So they're gluten-free, nut-free, vegan. All right, let's check them out. I like a good barbecue chip. Oh man, those smell good. Nice potato chip aroma, and you get a little bit of that barbecue coming out of there. About a medium amount of aroma. Oh, I like the curled. You know, I like them when they're folded like that. Sometimes they're just has a nice orange coating of barbecue powder on there, barbecue sauce or whatever they used. Salty, nice barbecue flavor, sweet, nice potato taste to them, nice oils, crispy, crunchy. They're not real hard, just I have sensitive teeth, so it doesn't take much. Very good. Very good. They have a nice coverage of the barbecue powder. You do get a little garlic in there, a little onion powder. Smoke flavor. Yeah, you don't get the smoke on the aroma, but there is on the taste. Very good. There's a lot of them that are, some are a little harder than others. Some are really light and crispy and not like real hard to brush your teeth. If you got sensitive teeth, it won't bother you so much. But these are really good. Damn. All right, let's see what else we got here about them, about Uglies. With a heritage that runs over 5 decades in the food manufacturing industry, we've seen a lot. From our modest beginnings of crafting chips on a kitchen stove, constructing homemade kettle cookers, eventually expanding to a slight more spacious garage, to our present day 106,000 square feet modern production facility and improved manufacturing processes. You could say that growth and progress sounded great, but over the years, we noticed a disturbing industry trend. Flashback to 1945, when the USDA set grades and standards for fruits and vegetables that defined what perfect produce is to the fruit fruit, vegetable, and specialty crop growers and buyers. Although standards are voluntary, produce that doesn't meet these standards get rejected. We become accustomed to expecting our tomatoes to be perfectly round, our vegetables symmetrical, and our fruit unblemished, right? Over the years, these expectations have driven up the costs of produce and in part gave way to manufacturers accepting and using only perfect potatoes that met their exacting standards. That meant a lot of imperfect potatoes were being discarded and ultimately wasted. Food waste aside, it also hurts farmers whose time, effort, and lost revenue also ends up rotting in landfills, something we saw as very wrong. We felt an obligation to help, and as a problem solver, we found a way. So in 2017, we decided that we were going to go above and beyond to reduce waste by purchasing potatoes with slight imperfections, potatoes that are too large or too small, those with the wrong color or have the wrong sugar content. Some of the potatoes are slightly blemished, and of course, some are just farmer surplus, not good enough for other brands, but perfectly ugly for us. That's pretty cool. So here's one more little part here just to let you guys know about. 2017, Diefenbach's introduced its newest brand, Uglies, at the Pennsylvania Farm Show. Unlike any potato chip snack available, Uglies are made with potatoes that have slight cosmetic imperfections and may otherwise be discarded. I know I've already read some of this. Uglies brand is uniquely committed to reducing food waste and fighting hunger. 10% of proceeds are donated to Viva Kids to help fight hunger and break the cycle of poverty. There you go. Well, thank you, Uglies team, for sending me these. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you guys to send all those different flavors for me to get to try. And I encourage everybody to go to their site, read up more, about them, and check the website out and order you some. Check them out for yourself. Okay, well, I'm going to end it here. I thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it. Thanks again to the Uglies team for sending me these. I'll see you all on the next one. Bye.